Hello everyone, welcome back to Burn. I'm one of your trainers, Megan, and I'm hoping you enjoyed and loved, maybe you did it twice, the stability workout that we just did, okay? Working our core. Now, we're moving on to upper abs. So hang tight, this one's gonna be super fun. Let's get ready, you're coming down onto your butt and we're gonna start with some bicycle taps, I'm calling them. So, here we go, let's just get that timer ready and kicking it off. So, we're coming down onto the ground. And I'm saying bicycle taps because we're gonna go slow and controlled and bring your elbow to your knee. And we're doing a little tap. So bend in the knee, tap, knee to elbow, or elbow to knee, sorry. There's a big difference there, even I'm getting confused. You do not wanna be bringing your knee in, that's cheating. You wanna keep your knee at 90 degrees and you're bringing your elbow to your knee. And a little tap with your toes on the ground. Here we go. Only 20 seconds left. Now, I know we talked about it before. Do make sure you did the first episode, but we're gonna keep our backs on the ground the whole time, squished in, and you're just channeling all that pressure to your back. Here we go, 3, 2, one more tap, 1, awesome, okay. Now we're doing some sit-ups into a crunch. So we will be on the ground, you can just chill here with me for a second. You can have your arms above your head. Let's take it away. Don't use your arms though, okay? So you raise your whole torso. We're gonna touch our toes. Can't touch the toes, touch your ankles. Touch wherever you need to. Now, so that I'm not cheating with my arms, I do like to keep them, flat, straight. They don't go above my head. If you want them above your head, let me show you what not to do, okay? When you come down, I don't want you to throw your arms, right? You see the difference there? You're working your shoulders and your back more than your abs. Everything is in the abs. Really squeeze and crunch, slow and controlled. We only have 45 seconds here. So we're gonna do 5 moves, and then we're gonna do those 5 again, and then we'll do another 5 moves. Bonus. So up, crunch, give me 1 more, come back down, last time up and crunch. Okay, excellent. Now we're gonna swap over, coming into a high plank position on our hands. Up we come, keep those hands below your elbows, and we're gonna jump out and in, okay? So these are in and out jumps. We're not going super fast. You can pick up the pace a little bit if you want. It's a little bit of cardio in there. Cardio, as we know, is so good for burning fat. And if it's high intensity and it's interval training, that means that you continue burning calories throughout the day. If you're doing it at night, you're gonna burn them in your sleep. So, 20 seconds left here. Halfway, so out and in. And you're gonna bounce up and down just a little bit here. Again, if you need to, out, then in, out, then in. Really make sure you're tucking your hips under, you're engaging your abs. 3, 2, and 1, good job. Whew. Shake it out a little bit. We are going back on over. I'm calling these V-taps, okay? I know you guys love my names for things, so come onto your elbows, hands facing forward, okay? Kind of resting on your tailbone. You're gonna tap outside the mat and tap in. So this one's different. I want you to think about your back though. We're not arching it, we're not slouched or anything. The weight is like right there at like the top of your butt. Tap out, tap in. Maybe you need to elongate your legs a little bit. So your V is kind of out, down toward the bottom of the mat. But just in and out. And squeeze that core the whole time. Now you're just lightly resting on your elbows because everything's so engaged here. It's almost like if you let off of the floor, you'd still hover there. So it's all in the core. This is move number 4, that rhymed. We are coming into crunches next. Give me 1 more, down. Okay, scoot down to the middle, legs up to the sky. Arms, I want them not grasped like this behind your head, just touching your ears. Nice and light, we're gonna be down and crunch up. Hold, take it back down. Up for that hold. Exhale, you wanna exhale as you crunch and back, inhale. Come up, crunch it out, good. If you wanna try reaching for those toes, be my guest. This is a great one for the upper abs because your legs are in the air, right? Anything where you're trying to get your legs low, maybe in line with your body, that's gonna be working more of the lower abs. Today, we're on upper abs, right? So let's give it our best shot. That's all you can ever do, and we get 1% better every single day. A couple more crunches here. Down, and crunch it up. Final one, last rep, best rep, you got it. Up and down, good job. Come on up, and we're doing it all over again. So we started with our bicycle taps. Shake it out, get ready. Back down, and we're gonna tap and twist, keeping a 90-degree bend in our knee. We don't have straight legs today, and we're reaching. Really similar position as we just did with those toe taps as we crunched, or toe reaches. We are keeping our hands by our ears, and we're squeezing up, back down. This is not a fast move. We're not doing cardio bicycles or anything. Keeping it slow. Again, exhale as you crunch. Crunch to either side. And once we're done with these 5 moves, we are halfway already. 5 seconds here. Stay strong. Keep crunching it out. Last rep. Tap that toe. Good. Okay. We're doing our full sit-ups here, so maybe rest. You can maybe stretch your arms here. Now you can raise that back off the ground if you're gonna stretch it, but then squish it back down. Feel that difference, right? When it's squished to the floor. And we sit up. Touch those toes or your ankles. Come down. Back up. Crunch. An extra crunch at the top. And you don't want to thump down on your mat either. Slow and controlled. Here we go. Your head is the last thing to come down. Nice extra pulse at the top there. Crunch. In fact, since this is our last time, we're halfway through, let's raise those arms when we get to the top, okay? For that extra bit of hold. Keeping the tension. Raise them up. Good. Doing this with me. We are in it together. 5 more seconds. That's 1 more rep. And up. Reach. Down. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay. Over we go. Into those in and outs. The tiny little cardio portion today. Get ready. Hands under the elbows, under your shoulders, and we jump. Out and in. I like to use the mat as a gauge here because you jump just outside the mat and then inside. So keep breathing. Your heart rate's gonna be getting up with these. Great to add that little bit of cardio in. That's halfway here already. Whew. And again, modified, we go out and in. Maybe if you have a problem with your knees, you step out and step back in. You try not to wiggle to the side. You're gonna engage the core and just move those legs. So here we go. 10 seconds, whether you're going slow with me, which is actually a lot of pressure on your abs, or we're jumping and down. Whew. Very good. Excellent. 2 more to go. Back to those V taps. So we're on our elbows. Again, maybe if you have a mirror or you want to film yourself or something, this is a good indicator of your form to see how your back is doing here. But we're gonna go out and in. That was both times when I say out, I go in. So I don't mean to confuse anybody. In and out and in, same thing. Here we go. Squeezing those abs the whole time. It's actually a really small movement. The first time I did these, I was like, nah, they don't look effective. And then you do them and you're like, oh, okay. That's like taking a slice of humble pie. And speaking of pie, doesn't matter if you do an hour of abs every day. Abs are made in the kitchen, okay? So yes, you can have a slice of pie. I'm not saying don't eat pie, but depends on your goals. You really want to lose fat, you have to limit yourself to that 1 slice, 1 indulgence, maybe every week. Okay, 1 more, in and out. That's the kind of advice we give on our plans, you know? It's a lifestyle, it's not a diet. So, crunches with our legs raised. Back down, squish your back nice and flat on the floor. You can use your arms, you're gonna crunch up, touch the toes. Sometimes I prefer this. I feel like it gives me that extra inch of reach. Maybe it doesn't, but at least it's psychological. And there's that 100% mindset. If you really think it, you believe it, and you've convinced yourself, you know, if you wake up every morning and have an affirmation like, I am powerful, I am capable, I am strong, like saying and believing these things is really gonna change your life day by day. You don't change your life overnight, but you can change the direction. So when you start these workouts and you say, I'm going to do it, I'm gonna hold that plank, I'm gonna do those crunches, you're manifesting the fact that you can do it. Last one, oh yeah, okay. As promised, that was 5 moves. Now we do our next 5 moves, starting with sit-ups to starfish crunches. So this one's a tricky one. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna come on down. You're gonna have your legs nice and flat, okay? Maybe wiggle them out. And we're gonna do a starfish crunch, up, crunching here, okay? And back down. So I like to have my hands down, like below my torso, instead of above my head, because we're gonna be doing the crunch. That's what we're really focusing on. We're not just going like this, you're actually coming up, crunching, and back down. And when you go down, let's just leave our legs on the floor. You could, in theory, maybe when you've done all of this series and you're going back and trying to break your own records, we can bring the other leg off the floor the whole time. That is a whole other ball game, and we're getting there. Step by step, progress. Crunch and hold, down. Final one, crunch and hold, nice and slow. Oh, good job. Okay, now we are doing a pulse. So a single pulse. We're not going all the way down, just like a little pulse. And then we're gonna raise our arms, okay? So pulse, up, raise the arms. It's like a 3-part movement, right? So we pulse it down, hold for a second, and like when you're coming up there, I really feel it in my upper abs. You're like pulling through the abs. Again, you're not using your arms. That's cheating. Up, good. And that little bit of engagement, like don't just do this. Like we're raising the arms, we're like locking the shoulders, and when you do that, you also feel it in your core, right? Like an extra little oomph. It's all about keeping that tension. And that is up to you and the mind to muscle connection that you decide to make. So, over halfway, just less than 10 seconds here. Down, back up, here we go. Last pulse, make it a good one, and back up to the middle, excellent, okay. So we're doing reach throughs now, and that entails going down, all the way down. Plant your feet nice and flat on your mat, and you can make a pointer with your hands. You could just have them like side by side, not touching. We're gonna reach up and come back down real slow. And this is also a very small movement. See, when you go really slow, you feel it. You know, again, you could be going 1, 2, 3. That's not what we're doing today. You go 1, come on down. 2, crunch it up, hold it right there. 3, good. So very slow. And you wanna make sure your legs are also like really squeezing tight. I can feel it in my inner thigh right here too. Because otherwise your legs just wanna kind of go meh, they go to the side. So, keeping those hands either interlocked or side by side. They're going in between your legs and you're squeezing up. Wow, it's time already. One more, hold it there, good, okay. And down we come. So, on to, we are at round arms to crunch, excellent. So back down onto our mat. We're gonna swoop our arms, keeping our head and everything down. When you swoop them round, let's lift up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. All at once, you're coming down, you're swooping your arms above your head and back round, lift up. Really getting those shoulders up. I find here, once we've warmed up those muscles with our reach throughs, we can get a little bit higher off the ground now. And down, good. Again, all the while you swoop your arms there, your back is flat on the ground. You're not arching it up. You're squeezing, like especially right there, when your arms reach each other above your head, squeeze the back, like right below your shoulder blades. You really want that squish to the ground. And final one, good, okay. Reach, awesome, come on up, flip it over. We're doing mountain climbers, and this time, we're gonna be bringing one leg forward and then we'll bring it out to the side. One leg forward, out to the side. So up on our toes, we're gonna crunch in, send it back out if you can. Do not touch the ground and come to the outside of your elbow. Other leg, so forward, send it back, keep it up, and crunch to the outside of your elbow. Send it out, crunch it to the side, and back. Oh my gosh, we only have a few more reps left here. Keep those fingers spread nice and wide. I like to spread them wide and make sure, again, double check that your shoulders are above your hands. Final one, we crunch and hold. Send it back, out to the side, and back. Good job. Oh yeah. Now we do those 5 again. Easy, right? We're getting into our flow, our groove. So we're gonna be sitting up to those starfish crunches again. Flat legs, down to the ground. Your arms are not up, your arms are here. And we're gonna crunch and touch. Again, if it's your shin, whatever you have to touch. Let's just work on our flexibility. Get that little bit of a twist in as well. But it's also a crunch. So you can have a tiny, tiny bend in your knee. We're not fully bending, just like a little one. It doesn't have to be flat. Halfway here. You're gonna be crunching at your core. That's what's bringing you up every time. Down and up. It's like a nice rhythm we have today. Excellent. What do? We exhale on the way up. Inhale down. And exhale up. That little bit of a twist. Last rep. And come on down. Good job. Awesome. Okay. We are doing pulses to the arm raise. Here we go. So a seated position. Maybe check your hair and everything. And we pulse. Back up to the middle and up. Try and go a little bit lower this time, you know, like really test yourself. Slow and controlled. Like your little 3-part movement. Whew, went so far back there, my feet came off the ground. And that's okay if that happens. It's really telling you you're going far back. Down, hold for a second, up, and raise the arms. Nice. And just tell yourself you got this. This is move number 3, right? No, it's move number 2. Sorry, just trying to trick you there because mindset. So we are getting there. We have 3 moves after this, and then we are done for the day. And you killed your abs. Last pulse, hold it here, back up, and raise those arms. Excellent, okay. Now we're doing those reach throughs. So back down to the ground. I know we've got our little 15-second rest, but you can get in position, maybe keep the shoulders up, like keep the tension in your core, and you can reach through the legs and back down. All the way down, you want your head to touch the ground or tap the ground really lightly and reach. Now maybe make it a little bit harder and you can slide your feet further away. It gets even harder to come up, but you definitely want to bend in your knees because that's what's going to help your lower back sink to the floor. Again, the further out it is, you know, sometimes it's really hard and you forget that your back is actually making an arch. And when it does that, we're actually hurting our back. We're not working our abs, and we don't want that. So that can take a real mindset shift. For me, you know, I wasn't too worried about form when I started my journey, and that was so wrong of me, but I'm not going to judge myself. I just need to focus on where I'm at now. Perfect. Okay, I believe the next one, yeah, we are still staying here. I like to come up though to talk to you guys. We're going to be doing the arm swoops, and then we're crunching up, but we'll be doing it on the floor. So plant those legs, swoop the arms, and come on up. So as your arms come to your sides, you raise your shoulders, you raise your head, everything off the ground, and we hold for just a second. So you exhale and hold. Let's take it down. And back up. Hold it there. Good job. After this, one more move. And I love this one, I think, because, yeah, it's pretty simple, but it's quite dynamic still. You're getting the movement in there, and you get to stretch your abs and then contract them again. And that's important because the muscle's going through like all kinds of motion. Final rep. Here we go. Lift it up. Hold it there. Bonus little hold. Let's see if we can hold it throughout our break almost. And relax. Good. Because we got to come on over. Final move of today. We are back up in that high plank, and we're bringing one leg in, send it back out to the side, and back to the middle. Other leg, forward, back out. So see, you can complete like all these motions really slow. It's not about how many reps we get in here. It's about the engagement of our abs and our obliques because we're bringing it out to the side. And we're working and building on that stability, which is what we worked on in our first round. To really have all your core muscles nice and solid, you have to start with stability. Can't be wobbling all over the place or have your balance affecting how your ab workout goes. No way. Last rep, and down we go. There we go. You guys completed the ab workout for today. We worked stability first, then we moved on to upper abs. So this was a tough one. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, and I'll see you for the next video.